inclination and slope, this video requires you to know some trigonometry. So what is inclination? We have an xy plane. I have a straight line. This straight line is y equals to mx plus b. M is the slope, b is the y coordinate of the y-intercept. This is called slope-intercept form. So we have a straight line, and then the inclination is this angle. So this is called theta. Theta is positive angle measured counterclockwise from the x-axis. So from this x-axis to this line, what is this angle? And then the theta must be less than pi. The pi is in radian, and then in degree, the theta must be less than 180 degrees. So we can only measure from the x-axis and then all the way over here. So from the first quadrant all the way to the end of the second quadrant. And then here, so let's say we have a line y equals to x. This is a basic example of a straight line. The slope is equals to 1. So this is the graph of y equals to x. And then I want to measure this inclination. So how do we do that? To measure the inclination, we let m equals to the slope, and then we let the slope equals to tangent of theta. So we have the slope equals to 1. So that means tangent of theta is equals to 1. So this is tangent of theta, which is equals to 1. So let's don't make the line so bold. And then how do we solve for theta? So to solve for theta, you have to use inverse trigonometry, inverse trig function. So which is theta equals to inverse tangent of 1. And then what is that equal to? You can use your graphing calculator. I would like the answer to be in degree mode and then also in radian mode. So for the mode, for TI-84 or 83 plus, there is a mode key. Graphing calculator, there is a mode key. So when you hit the mode key, the third line should be the selection of radian and degree. And then if you are using a regular scientific calculator, there should be a mode key as well, and they will let you to choose radian and degree. So for our degree, inverse tangent of -1. So how do we type inverse tangent? So on the mode in the mode menu, so once you hit the mode key, they brings you to the mode menu, and then to exit you have to hit second mode to exit back to the home page, because above the mode key there is a word called quick. Quick means you want to go back to the home screen. To type inverse tangent, you have to hit the second key, and then you hit the inverse tangent key. I mean, you hit the second key and then you hit the tangent key, the TAN. There is such key on your TI-84 plus. So hit second and then hit the tangent key. They will show you inverse tangent, and then you type 1. So that is equals to 45 degree. That is in a degree. So degree, and then 45 degree is equals to pi over 4, and then pi over 4 is radian. And then how do we convert from a degree to a radian? Easy. You have a 45 degree, you multiply pi divided by 180, that is equals to pi over 4, and then the answer is in radian. If you have a radian, so if you have a radian and you want to convert to a degree, you have to multiply 180 over pi. 180 divided by 4, that is equals to 45. So this is 180 divided by pi, and then that is equals to 45 degree. The little circle means degree. Okay, so that is the first problem. Moving on to the second problem. So the second problem, we have a negative slope. Y equals to -3 over 2x plus 4. The slope is -3 over 2, and then the inclination is from this x and then all the way right here. So what is this angle? Let's go ahead and find out. So we match the color first. So we have the slope, then we have to set the slope equals to tangent theta. So -3 over 2 equals to tangent theta, and then inverse theta is equals to inverse tangent of -3 over 2. And then this one, if you just do this on your calculator, regardless you are using a degree or radian, so I will give you both answers first. So in degree, they will give you approximately, I have to round. So this one I have to round to, let's use -56.31 degree. And then in radian, so this is in degree, and then in radian is -0.983, and then this is in radian. to change the mode back to radian. Okay, this is going to be a problem because the degree is negative, but this is normal because for tangent, so in trigonometry, tangent is equals to y divided by x, and then you have tangent negative, so the calculator will take a point in the fourth quadrant because in fourth quadrant, x is positive, y is negative. So when you have a negative y divided by positive x, they will just give you that the answer is going to be a negative. So instead of finding the angle from the x-axis to this piece to this place, the calculator report that the angle is from the x-axis to here. So this is what the calculator report, negative 56.31. So what we are going to do is we are going to draw a picture. So what we are going to do now is let's draw the x and y axis again. You know what? I am going to use a different color to separate the work. So this is my x-axis, and then this is my y-axis, and then you got this here. You got this. So they gave you that this is 56.31 from here to here. This is 56.31 degree, meaning that this is 56. Meaning that this is also 56.31 from here to here. And then from here to here, how do we calculate that? So that is equals to, the degree is equals to 180 degree, subtract this piece. So from here to here, look, from here to here, one straight line, that is 180, right? And then you subtract this piece, and then to get this piece. So you have to subtract 56.31 degree. So the answer is equals to 123.69 degree. So this is in degree mode. And then that is the inclination. And then in radian, how do we get this in radian? So in radian, so this is 180, so 180 degree is equals to a pi. Then you take that, so negative 0.983, and then you add pi to it. So this one is approximately 2.159 or 2.16 radian. So this is the inclination in radian. All right, so that is the answer to the second problem. So moving on to the third problem. So to the third problem, let's do something else. Instead of giving you a picture, how about this? We give you a point. So we have 2 points. The first point is 3 comma square root of 3, and the second point is 6 comma negative 2 square root of 3. So we have 2 points, and then what is the slope? This is x1, y1, and then this is x2, y2. The slope between 2 points is we use this formula, m equals to y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. And then we calculate that, so negative 2 root 3, and then subtract root 3, and then you have 6 minus 3. So this is equals to 3, negative 2 minus 1 is negative 3. And then you simplify that, so that is this, and then this one is the slope. And then you have the slope equals to tangent theta, and then theta is equals to inverse tangent of negative root 3. Okay, so I said that this requires trigonometry, right? So in a unit circle, you study that in trigonometry. So in a unit circle, you have in a unit circle, when theta is equals to pi over 3, the point is 1/2 root 3 over 2. And then when you do a y divided by x, so this is a x, this is a y. When you do y divided by x, then you have a root 3 over 2 divided by 1/2, then you get a square root of 3, but we have a negative square root of 3. So that means instead of having a 60 degree, instead this is a 60 degree, we need to add 60 degree to it. So once we add another 60 degree to it, we reach to 120 degree. So that will be 2 pi over 3. 2 pi over 3 is in quadrant 2. So in quadrant 2, x is negative, y is positive. And then when you have tangent of 2 pi over 3, then this one gives you negative 3. So as a result, this is what we are going to get. So as a result, that the theta is equals to 2 pi over 3. This one is in radian. And then also theta equals to 120 degree. So this is in degree. So that's why at the beginning of this video, I said that this video requires to know trigonometry. Okay, that is not all. We still have one more problem to go. So the last problem, I don't want to give you a point. I don't want to give you a graph. I want to give you an equation. So let's do that. Let me give you an equation. So the equation is x minus 3 times square root of y equals to 1. And then what is the slope? To find the slope, I have to isolate y on one side. So this is a x minus 1 equals to 3 square root of y. Divide both sides by root 3. Got the other way around. Root 3 square root of y. So this is a root 3 square root of y past the root 3 square root of y, and then divide root 3 on both sides. X minus 1 divided by square root of 3 equals to y, and then you have y equals to 1 over root 3 times x minus 1 over square root of 3. So now I know that the slope is equals to 1 over root 3. Let's don't rationalize this. I think the works will be easier if you do not rationalize. Tangent theta, the slope is equals to 1 over root 3, and then that is equals to tangent of theta, and then theta is equals to inverse tangent of 1 over root 3. Now, we have to think which point gives me this. So, based on your knowledge in the unit circle, at pi over 6, the point is root 3 over 2, comma 1/2. So, when you have a tangent of pi over 6, that is y divided by x, which is 1/2 divided by 1 over 2 root 3 over 2. So that gives you 1 over root 3. So the angle that we are looking for is pi over 6. So as a result, that I know this is pi over 6, and then this is in radian. And then also based on your knowledge in the with the unit on a unit circle, pi over 6 is equivalent to 30 degree. This is in degree mode. And then how do we get from pi over 6 to 30 degrees? So here is how. So you have a pi over 6 when you multiply 180 divided by pi. So this is a 30 degree. So if you want to go from 30 degree to radians, and then you have a 30 degree, and then you multiply pi over 180. So that gives you a pi over 6 in radian. Alright, so that is officially the end of this video. If you like the way I introduce inclination and slope, give this video a thumbs up. If this is something that you would like to see, subscribe to my channel. As always, I will meet you all in the next lesson. Signing out.